I'm holding court, you standing trial. Why ain't I see you round back when I was down? I'm holding court.
You know, she couldn't do nothing when she had my kids. A year later, she found out she had breast cancer. She had to have a double mastectomy and, you know what I'm saying, hysterectomy and all that. And she never got a chance to change my babies. I was the one changing my daughter, changing my son, bathing them and
Why
all
ain't I
that.
see you round back when I was down?
What's up, world? It's your boy Big Court of the Holdin Court podcast. You already know what it is. We right here one more again with my oldest daughter, Rachel Renee. What's good?
What's up, y'all? Hi, Atlanta.
Yeah. Hey, we down here in the ATL, man. We had to come from the West Coast, come represent, of course, you know what I mean, and tap in with our down south folks. And while you're at it, listen, once you tap in with my legacy builder community, go to IamBigCourt.com. Tap in. I'm gonna pitch it to you. You do that a little bit better. Go ahead. You do it a little bit better.
Mind, money, motivation for the young entrepreneurs, the old heads as well. We welcome you to Legacy Builder. What?
Old head.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, why you looking at me crazy? Legacy Builders University, school community, IamBigCourt.com.
All right, she do that good, bro. But today, listen, we got a special guest today, and I don't say that lightly, man. Listen, this is one for the books. This is historical.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is historical, man. Listen, of course, y'all know I'm No Limit Records, No Limit Forever. Shout out to the Colonel. But today, I'm gonna say this on some real shit. We got my Cash Money brother. Yes, those are our brothers. Fuck what you heard.
Yeah.
Fuck what you heard.
Yeah.
Those are our brothers.
Yeah.
We got my Cash Money brother, the Hot Boy himself.
Yeah.
Hot Boy Turk. What's good?
What's up with it? Hey,
What's
man.
good?
Y'all know, man, them our cousins, man. You
That's
know what I'm
right.
saying? Might be our step cousins, but they our cousins. You feel me? But it's all love, man.
That's right.
Free that boy C Murder. Shout out to Mac, Fiend, Mia X. Man, P, y'all already know it's nothing but love, bro. You heard me?
Oh, good. Y'all see what this is? It's a No Limit Cash Money, man. This is a collaboration right here, bro. I
Believe
appreciate
that.
you coming, man.
All love. I appreciate y'all having me, bro.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir. Well, hey, I want to get right into it, bro. We're not going to go through your history because the people already know. Come on, man. This Hot Boy reunion, this Hot Boy tour.
Yeah.
What's cracking with it, bro?
Man, it's love, bro. Shout out to the bros, man, from letting them egos go. You know, everybody, bro, like, been doing their own thing. So, you know what I'm saying? Putting that tour together, it wasn't no easy one. You know, y'all seen what happened at the Essence, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was there. I wasn't there. You know, Wayne came out, did his own set, and, you know, and all the fans just wasn't pleased with it. And they expressed it, you know what I'm saying? They were like, it ain't no tour, it ain't no reunion, it ain't no nothing if it's not everybody. Not just if it ain't Turk, but if it ain't everybody, you feel me? And it could have been any one of us, you know, who wasn't there. And unfortunately, it was me, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't there at the Essence, you feel me? And the people was very dissatisfied. I had already knew, you know, the team, half of the people was trying to work on getting me there, and you know what I'm saying? But like I say, things had to happen organic, bro. Like, you know, and I'm glad things happen that way, because one thing about us, bro, we gonna keep it all the way gangster, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I got an issue with you, man, I ain't rocking with you. Ain't no amount of money can make me even rock with you right now. Yeah. I ain't rocking with you. You feel me? And I respect it, you know what I'm saying? And time, you know, like people say, you know, time fix everything. And Juve, you know, invited me on his tour, you know, the Back That Ass Up tour. And it was him, Manny Fresh, and the 400 Degreez band. And I learned a lot being on a tour with Juve and Manny Fresh, you know what I'm saying? I learned where I was wrong at. You feel me? I started to hold myself accountable for not being in certain rooms, you know what I'm saying? And I had to check myself. And you know, Juve brought it to my attention about a lot of things that I was doing. And I took accountability, you feel me? And once I did that, you know, we went on like a 60 city tour. It went smooth, you know what I'm saying? And the energy and the crowd and the love just was coming back, you know, and I guess my other brothers was seeing that, you know what I'm saying? And Wayne invited us to the Louisiana Fest in New Orleans. That was our first time coming back in 25 years, everybody, you know, and the people went crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the people is always right. But at the same time, we still had to make sure that we let our egos go, you feel me, and things had to happen organic because, I mean, we all gangsters, bro, you feel me? And I mean, that's what it was, you feel me? But we good now.
I got a question. You talked about accountability.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the more difficult things that you had to address within yourself to get right, to get back into that fold? What did you feel like you had to fix?
It ain't what you say, is how you say it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things I was passionate about and I felt like I was right about, but is respect. You know what I'm talking about? You still, just because you familiar with somebody don't mean you could say things to them in a way where you won't say it to somebody else, but since you familiar with them, you just gon' you know what I'm saying? Respect is respect, you feel me? And I felt like, you know, as a man, you know what I'm saying, I done been in situations where, you know, if you disrespected, this was gonna be the consequences, you know what I'm saying? And I experienced consequences of being disrespectful in my ways, you know what I'm talking about? And like I say, man, holding myself accountable, it could have been just, you know what I'm saying, being the same thing. Either you're gonna hold yourself accountable, be responsible, stop pointing the finger, stop looking for a way out, you know what I'm saying? You be a man about it. And that's what I did, bro. You know what I'm talking about? And once I did that, it seemed like everything just opened up. You know what I'm saying? And worked itself out. Yeah.
That's a fact.
So I have a question to follow up to what you just said. So we're going to go back a little bit. So in 2015, you made headlines, you filed a lawsuit.
Yeah.
And 1.3 million against Cash Money, but you made it back by default because they did not file. So my question is, in regarding to that, how do you now handle the industry and those interpersonal relationships, given your experiences?
I got management. I have lawyers, you know what I'm saying? Back then, it was partner business, you feel me? And as you get older, you realize you got a family, you know? And the only way you gonna make sure your family's straight, you gotta make sure you take care of your business. It be a lot of things that be going on that be out of, you know, you not having knowledge of. You feel me? And as you start to learn, you realize, okay, me learning is earning, you know what I'm saying? And I was ignorant to a lot of stuff, you know, and all of that fall under accountability, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't point no finger and say, man, you owe me this, man, you owe me that. Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody put no gun to my head and say, hey, yeah, you know what I'm saying? If I would have came in the right way, everything would have been righteous, you feel me? So anybody that's out there, don't get caught up into the homeboy business, don't get caught up into the hype. Make sure you taking care of your business, you know what I'm saying? Dotting your I's, crossing your T's before you do anything, not just in the music business, but just in business, and you know what I'm saying, whatever you're doing.
You believe in contracts.
Yeah, I
Saves
believe in contracts,
yes.
but contracts can be redacted as well.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You just got to have a team of professionals.
Right.
You know, people who know what they know. It all go back to the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? You're going to suffer for what you don't know. You're going to pay for what you don't know.
Let me ask you a question. Is it fair to say, like, even with Baby, you know what I mean? Baby was young too. I mean, he's older than y'all, but at the same time, he's learning on the job as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is it fair to say that applied to him too?
It applied to everybody.
That he didn't know. He may have made missteps and mistakes that affected y'all, but he didn't realize it at the time.
It applied to everybody that's ignorant to business or whatever in life. You know what I'm saying? And if we didn't forgive the situation, we wouldn't be together right now. You know what I'm saying? If I felt like it was evil intent,
exactly,
you know, like that's what I'm doing. I did that. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I feel like it was ignorance on everybody's side to business. You feel me? But now, I mean, shit, it's no problem.
Yeah.
Everybody getting what they get. You feel me?
Right.
So if we know what we know now and we all rich, realizing I control happiness. We ain't poor, passing over opportunity repeatedly. We ain't doing that no more. You know what I'm saying?
What's your leadership style now that you're in charge and you're independent?
I let my wife lead and I follow, you know what I'm saying? Like, I believe in every strong man is a strong woman, bro. And a lot of people, you know, I be seeing dudes that be like jealous and envious towards people who got good relationships with their woman, bro. And they be wanting that. And I realize that's why they be. So, you know, they might be from this woman to that woman to that woman, but when you find a good one, I'm talking about one that gonna hold you down through tough times. Through them times if you get incarcerated, them times if you on a hospital bed, you know what I'm saying? Them times when you don't got nothing. And then, you know what I'm saying, you know him over here pulling up in a Bentley or Rolls Royce and the material shit don't mean nothing, you know what I'm saying? And they know they done tested her. And they see she still with your buster ass. That's what they be saying. You know what I'm saying? But it be deeper, you know what I'm saying? It just be the love and the loyalty. And you know what I'm saying? That shit before royalty, bro. You feel me? So yeah, man, you know.
I'm happy that you found that, bro.
Yeah.
You know what? I was telling my daughter, man, it's so cool to see, man. You didn't got your second win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like you've been through it. You know, you came up, you know, 90s, 2000s, then you went through your struggles. I mean, you know, in terms of overcoming addiction, you know, incarceration and all that. So do you ever just take it all in like, damn, God is good?
Yeah, man. Every day, bro. Every day, man. I thank God. I wake up, man. It's just to have that peace knowing I used to wake up and I couldn't do nothing if I ain't shot heroin or cocaine because I had to kill my sickness. I had an illness. You know, I had a gorilla, Untamed Guerilla on my back. And I was a slave to that. You feel me? I feel like a slave is something that you surrender to. I surrendered to that gorilla, man, and it was making me do all kind of shit that I wouldn't do in my right frame of mind, you know, and I broke the chains of that, you know what I'm saying? And I understand people who are going through addiction. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't look down on people and be like, man, get your junk ass from around me now, because it's not easy, you feel me? Like, that shit become mental, it becomes spiritual, it becomes physical. It's like your lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, like I'm very grateful to have overcome a lot of things that I did. Incarceration, I done been in the state, I done been in the feds. You know, I had 22 years at 22 years old, shootout with the police.
I remember
you know
that
what I'm
shit.
saying? Like, it's just so much, man. A lot of stuff that people don't even know that I done been through and I done overcame, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, damn, I call myself Joseph. Joseph went through so much, you know, and when his brothers came back, he told them God meant it for good, the devil meant it for bad, or the devil meant it for bad, God meant it for good. He sent me ahead of y'all to save y'all life, you know, and that's the name of my album that I'm dropping that's coming
get
up,
to
you
that.
know, so it's like my whole move, my whole life, my whole everything, bro, it was spiritual more than anything. And I see it in the spiritual light now. You know what I'm saying?
When you were in the depths of that addiction back then, what did that precipitate to? Like, what were you medicating? Have you ever
I
peeled
did
back those
heroin,
layers?
cocaine. I started out snorting. I started off, it was a fashion statement. You feel me? Like how niggas pop pills, drink syrup, and you ain't considered no dope fiend, especially if you got money. You know, you got clout, you got all that. You ain't looking at yourself as no dope fiend or nothing. And I had all that. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I used to use the fact that I was who I was to go get something from a nigga for free. Hey man, look man, I'm about to go get the check from the office, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, let me hold it. And I'm running all kind of junkie G on a nigga using my name. You know what I'm saying? Like playing real junkie games. You feel me? Yeah. So yeah, I did all that, bro.
Yeah. But you wasn't that. So you didn't fall into addiction necessarily trying to medicate some trauma. You was just partying.
It was a party thing for me.
You just
so
got
like I
caught
say,
up.
it was like I was at a DJ when I first started Potter. Magnolia Slim used to rap about this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And I used to hear him rapping about what the dope dick do to the girls, and the girls talking about they want a nigga with the dope dick. So I'm like, shit, I gotta get the dope dick. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that shit came from the girls sent me out.
Yeah.
Magnolia Slim Music sent me out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Partners in Crime had a song. That's another group in New Orleans. They had a song, give me some heroin, baby. That heroin makes me crazy. Give me some heroin, please. Cause powder make me sneeze. So all that shit there, like, man, in New Orleans, they celebrate that shit.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying? I don't know if they
culture.
still do it because I'm out the game now, but it's culture.
Yeah,
It's a such
culture.
thing as drugging culture, bro. I was drugging and thugging. Yeah.
So how did you contend with Dope Dick?
Man, shit. When the girl shit told her friend girl he could, you know, so I'm like, shit. It just made me want to keep on giving her dope. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like, as long as she was satisfied, shit, I was cool. Okay,
The
I'm
reviews
not
are
coming.
good.
I got clout. My dick got clout. You feel me? Yeah.
That's hilarious. Do you think that we'll ever see a Hot Boys biopic?
Yes. Right now, bro, everybody shooting their own documentary. I was just doing an interview yesterday with my dog Beehive. Shout out to Beehive.
Yeah.
And I was telling him, I want to see a documentary come from Slim because Slim is quiet, but he observing and he's seeing everything from everybody's perspective. You know what I'm saying? So when he tell his story, it's gonna be different. But it's gonna be all our story in one. You feel me? Because he's not biased towards nobody. Probably his brother a little bit, but he see everything. You know, he talk to everybody and bam, bam, bam. And I would love to see Slim perspective of all this shit because he done watched it all, bro. And he didn't judge us. None of that. He just let us work that shit out. He always say, man, if it's God's will, it gonna be done. You know what I'm saying? I still was talking to Slim throughout all this shit, even though me and his brother wasn't seeing eye to eye. Even when we had a lawsuit going on, we still were conversating. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, our relationship, it wasn't like, man, you got this going on. I ain't fucking with you, nigga, da-da-da.
Yeah.
It just was, I guess that was business too, you feel me? But we worked that shit out, bro. And now, man, like I say, man, it's all love. But we all putting our spin on, you know, our documentaries and the biopic. I believe I would want Cash Money to have that right to do that because if it wasn't for them, it wouldn't be none of us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I would want to be a part of it with telling, you know, my story with whoever gonna write it and put it out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Sure. Who you think could play you?
I think one of my sons, both of my sons, to be honest, my younger twin could play me as a Young Turk, and my older son, 24, he could play me as Turk now. And then when I come in old, I play myself. You know, I wouldn't want nobody else to play me but my bloodline. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
What in terms of which is kind of obvious from the outside looking in, but I want to ask you internally, what's the difference between Slim and Baby, their leadership styles?
Baby got more influence. You know what I'm saying? He's more outspoken. He stunt, he gangster. You know what I'm saying? He's the image that the streets love. Slim more behind the scenes, the brain. I used to live with Slim. See, that's where I'm at now. I'm like the best thinker gonna win. You know what I'm saying? I got a post on my page from when we was at Dreamville Fest. That's what Slim was telling me. I've been watching you. You know what I'm saying? I used to live with him. And he told me that again, the best thinker gonna win. You feel me? And that post is the first post on my page on my Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So that mean a lot coming from him. You know what I'm saying? I know I have changed. I know I have became a better person than I was. I know I'm where I need to be right now because he told me. You feel me? He's the Godfather.
Right.
It's like you getting a blessing from the Godfather. So now I just got to stay there and just keep on building on it. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like Baby is more like the G homie, but Slim is more of the mentor.
Yeah, you'll go to Slim for mentorship. Slim, what we doing next, man? You know, and you go to Baby for the bullshit. You feel me? Like, yo, if you want to be on bullshit, go to Baby. You don't go if you want to stay out of bullshit, go to Slim. Yeah.
Coming up in New Orleans, in the early days, there was a time, I didn't know this, but I seen this kind of, you wanted to be with No Limit initially.
Yeah, it was a time, man. I ain't gonna say I wanted to be with him, but you know, Juve was the star, you know, and they had this hotel Shoney's Inn, you know what I'm saying? And we used to all, like me and Wayne used to be around Baby and Slim all the time. We were the youngest. And we ain't had no cars at the time. Got word that P used to give his artists Rolexes, a car, and a house. You know what I'm saying?
And a pistol.
And a pistol. I heard that, right? I'm just hearing the pistol, but I heard the other shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we were young. We wasn't thinking about all that. But so we were like, Juvie got all this stuff, but we don't got it, not knowing we young. You know what I'm saying? But fuck all that. We want the same thing. Cause P youngsters got pulling up on us and stunting and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then when we did what we did, man, we ain't thought no more like that. But we thought about it and had that thought like, man, shit, we go over there, man. We better than all them anyway. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it wasn't like, man, this is what we about to go do. You feel me?
Yeah.
Nah, that's all that was, man. And man, that was crazy, man. You feel me? But I always had respect for P and them, man. You know, some of they rappers we was cool with. It just was our bosses. You feel me?
Exactly.
We can't do nothing. We ain't gonna do nothing. Then, like with the dudes we had with us from the streets and the dude that he had with him from the streets, you know what I'm saying? They was into whatever they was into, you know what I'm saying? And they never came together, but we see each other now, shit, we all rock. Shit, Mac called me all the time. You know what I'm saying? Every time I see me or X, it's always love. KLC is love. So as you get older, man, you like, man, that shit that bullshit. You feel me? We ain't all of that.
For sure. What's your thoughts of Master P as a CEO, as a boss?
Man, I got respect for P, bro, because put that man anywhere, bro, and he gonna make something shake. You know what I'm saying? And I love his mindset of business. Like he don't care who don't. He going. You feel me? He gonna do what it do.
That's
like if you don't see the vision, nigga, fuck you.
He don't give a fuck.
You feel me?
He don't care.
I mean, he just go with it. Like
he don't go with his
like them miniatis, right? The miniatis. I'm talking miniatis. Yeah. Like I always say it in my mind, man. If P back down and take his face or his brand or his name or some things, a lot of people fuck with it. And I think P probably hear that a lot. He'd be like, man, fuck y'all, I'm putting P Miller on this. I'm putting No Limit on this, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think people fuck with it, and I think a lot of people don't be fucking with a lot of stuff because his name, his brand, and everything is on it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just how we is.
Yeah, I was about to say, what you think the psychology of that is? You know, like why people would know it's yours?
I think people just be slick haters. You know what I'm saying? And when they know it's your shit, they just not gonna fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you just gotta trick them. You know, bitch, that was me the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So yeah. You just gotta do that because I had to do that a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know that's me. I might book an artist for a show. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't do it if I go to him and be like, look, bro, I got this lip up, man. Show love for me. But if I go to him through a promoter or something, he ain't know that I book you. You know what I'm saying? And I did that a lot. You feel me? To flip some money or whatever. But you know, I don't know, bro. Us as people, bro, like we just fucked up like that. You know what I'm talking about?
It's that mirror. It's that mirror. I'm telling you.
Fact. You know what? I want to go back to you being married and your wife. Obviously, you know, people tend to think that rappers live the rapper lifestyle. It's all about women and, you know, saying all of that type of shit.
Yeah.
But you have a successful marriage. You guys do business. What advice would you give to young men that's out here, whether they're athletes or entertainers? Because we see what's going on in the media. I don't want to gossip about it, but, you know, these women are exploiting, exposing, and all of that. What advice would you give to these youngsters to protect themselves from being on the shade room on some bullshit?
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these relationships in the industry is not real. You know what I'm saying? Because if you let the industry control your narrative of your relationship, bro, like that shit fake to me. You know what I'm talking about? Me and my wife, we stay in control of our narrative. We put what we want to put out from the people, for the people. You know what I'm saying? We don't follow trends. We set them. You know what I'm talking about? And we really make love, make money for real. Like everywhere I go, bro, I got my wife and my kids with me. I don't have my wife and kids with me off camera and then on camera they with me. Now what you see is what you get. You know what I'm saying? And we fuss, we argue, you know what I'm saying? We have misunderstandings, but we get through it. And we keep people out of our business, you know what I'm saying? Whoever it be. I'm talking about from the fans to the friends to the family. You know what I'm saying? Like stay out of our business because you see me and her fussing today, you trying to get in this shit, we gonna get on your ass. And that's
right.
just what it was,
Exactly.
bro. Like we done been through too much. Like my wife is a breast cancer survivor. The way she held me down, I held her down. You know what I'm saying? It was times when, you know, she couldn't do nothing. When she had my kids, a year later, she found out she had breast cancer. She had to have a double mastectomy and, you know what I'm saying, hysterectomy and all that. And she never got a chance to change my babies. I was the one changing my daughter, changing my son, bathing them and all that for their first year. You know what I'm saying? And I had to make sure I'm at every chemo, every radiation, make sure everything. I was doing that. And
Wow.
you know what I'm saying? And we wasn't scared to show the love that we had for each other. And to be honest, bro, a lot of people, fans and everything, they respect it. They love it. They don't come disrespectful. When they see her, they like, where your wife at? They accept her like they accept me as their favorite hot boy or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not scared to show my love for my woman, man. I represent her everywhere I go. You gonna know Imani the made woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, shout out to Imani.
Yeah.
So I gave him props.
Yeah.
Man, she's
Yeah.
super sweet, super professional, bro. Shout out to
you gonna
Imani.
know. You gonna know, bro. And I feel like if you embarrass of your woman, man, you don't need to be with her. You feel me? And I think a lot of people, they starting to do it now because they see, okay, I could use that as clout. But
Yeah.
I've been doing this
Yeah.
shit when it wasn't cool to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm always introducing my woman. When I come in the room, you gonna know that's my wife. Now my wife and jury. You know what I'm saying? We make love, make money, and that's just what it is. You feel me? If you see us arguing and fussing, don't get happy, cause we about to stop fussing and get on your ass, and you gonna be mad. No, and that's just
That's
what
a
it
fact.
is, bro. You
That's a
feel me?
fact.
Yeah, we make this shit last. Like she was in a shootout with me. You know what I'm saying? She stood down with me for 8 months, 16 days. You know what I'm talking about? Like we just the roles reversed when we had to hold each other down. And I think that's important. Like if your relationship not tested when you down,
That's a fact.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then when you up, you feel me, you won't know what you got. You feel me? You got to go through the fire together and you got to go through every season together. You know what I'm saying? And then you know that's relationship goals. You know what I'm saying? The crazy part, in the industry, they don't even call our relationship goals. They run away from it and try to paint a picture of what relationship goals. That's my biggest fan. That's everything, man. You know what I'm saying? She ain't impressed by your watch, necklace, earrings, and grill. Shit don't mean nothing. Not to mine. You feel me? And I'm
My
not
biggest
saying no.
fan.
Matter of fact, I am saying no nigga could take mine.
Yeah.
Cause they ain't take it when I was in jail. You feel me? And if you couldn't take it from when I was gone, now she
Yeah.
probably dipped off when I made her mad. That's human. I dipped off when she made me mad. You feel me? In jail. You know what I'm talking about? But that's another story.
I was
But
about
anyway,
to say,
you know
hold
what
on.
I'm saying?
How you dipping off in jail?
Hey, we never really discussed that, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like I say, man,
Right.
if you're a real one, man, you understand how jail is. This shit is not how a motherfucker think. It ain't bread and water. You know what I'm saying? It's just another world inside a world.
right.
And if you that nigga, man, you gonna make that shit pop wherever you
gonna
at.
have whatever
you know what I'm
you want.
saying?
You gonna
And
get
I
whatever
was
you
that
want.
nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But I love my wife, man, and I express it and I show it. And everybody know it, you know what I'm saying? It's not fake.
That's why y'all not relationship goals, because it's not the facade. It's not
fake.
fugazi.
They
it's
want
not
the fake shit.
It's real life.
Yeah,
It's
our shit
sickness.
for
It's
real.
all of it. Yeah.
our shit for real.
You said some real shit though. I mean, because it's the same thing with her mom. You know, my wife. You know, you don't really know what you got till you go through the fire.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, my old lady has seen everything up, down, everything in between. You know, nowadays, like you say, it's the facade. It's so transactional now.
Yeah.
It's all about what you can get from a person, what they got going on, how can you benefit me. But people don't understand, man, money, looks, all that shit.
Man,
It fades.
nothing.
Money comes and goes.
Bro, my wife,
Nigga,
my
you can-
wife gonna make sure she take care of the family, like us, for anything. Before a purse, before a wig, before diamonds, before Man, she don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Nah, she be wanting it.
Yeah.
Cause when I give it to her, she ain't
Yeah.
turn it down. She smiling like a motherfucker.
Right.
You know what
But
I'm
it
saying?
don't rule her life.
But it
Yeah.
don't make her mad. Like when she go on social media and she see another female, oh, I want that. You ain't
Exactly.
doing that for me. Or he
don't
just
have to
did
stop
this.
fighting.
That's
She
a
ain't
fact.
about to do none of
No,
that.
that's a fact.
Nah, she ain't about to do none of that. So
Hey.
that's why she can have whatever she want.
Hey, you know that my kids can tell you. We done
Yeah.
had times where I done splurged and went and bought her mama cars for her
Cars.
birthday.
Yeah.
Jaguar, Range Rover,
Yeah.
woo. Then
Packages like got lost.
Yeah.
see she
Yeah.
see my
Packages
daughter,
got lost
my
in the
daughter
mail.
telling
Yeah.
on me.
Now so
She's
you
telling
can't
on
you
me
can't
now.
order that this month.
Yeah. Nah,
Hey, this
it's
was
not-
in my hustling days.
Yeah.
You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah, it's about 20 plus years ago. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
some shit don't come up, you know what I mean? It's like, nah, we can't do that right now.
Yeah.
But it was never a thing, you know, like, what you mean we can't do that?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Nah, it's
nah,
love,
that's a
bro.
blessing.
And to be honest, bro, that's why I never did a reality TV show.
Yeah.
Because my shit is too real.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want nothing that's too real. So, and for anybody that's out there, if you looking for that type of shit, we got to do it ourselves.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Because I want people to see the reality of what Make Love, Make Money is really about. You know what I'm saying? This shit is not scripted, it's gifted. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Let me ask you something, Turk. Do you think it would ever happen? Do you think that there would ever, in this lifetime, will we see a Cash Money, No Limit tour?
I just was on live, bro, and I got a picture in my house with Louisiana finest. We got the Cash Money, we got No Limit, we got Kevin Gates, we got Boosie, Webby, Louisiana finest, NBA young boy, you know what I'm saying? Quote unquote Louisiana finest.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck the Cash Money and No Limit tour, you know what I'm saying, that we might get or we might not. Let's just say, because when you're in the feds, it's the Louisiana call. No matter what part of Louisiana you from, you know what I'm saying? Let's just make it a Louisiana's tour. You know what I'm saying? Because I think when you single things out, you make hate come in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's just celebrate everybody. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
And we can't get this. Let's just celebrate everybody so everybody can feel the love. And I'm pushing for that. You know what I'm talking about? I'm pushing for that because we still have people from generation to generation who are Cash Money, who are No Limit, who probably have beef
Mm-hmm.
from the kids on to the grown-ups. You know what I'm saying? And that would never stop. So if that would never stop, I don't know.
Yeah,
you know
I
what I'm
got you.
saying?
I
It'd
got
be
you.
generational shit
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on. You
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
me? That niggas don't understand no business about. You feel me? So it's just a way we got to go around it. But I'm for it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking
yeah.
about? But I'm just one person. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
So talk about the new album, Joseph.
Yeah. Joseph is basically like, I went through the same similar things that Joseph went through, from the jail, the drugs, the people lying on him, you know what I'm saying? Just everything, bro. God had to shape his character, you know. He was the one that God used to save his family, you know what I'm saying? Like, so much similarities right there. That was my favorite book to read in the Bible, Genesis chapter 37 through 50. And I used to read that, bro, and that story got me through because I always knew it was light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? And when Hurricane Katrina came and all that, I was able to save my family. I didn't have nowhere to go. You know, my girl who I'm with, who's my wife, took my whole family in. She was in a 1-bedroom house. All of us was in her house. You know what I'm saying? They were getting on her nerves, but you know what I'm saying? But the love that she had for me, it went to them. You know what I'm saying? And when I got out, bro, it just was, you know, so many people pulling against stuff that I didn't understand,
Mm-hmm.
but in the spiritual eyes, I understood it. You know what I'm saying? And when I was going through what I was going through, bro, like I went in the studio, man, and I just started expressing everything, every emotion. Like, you might say, man, why you talking about that? Because it's real. You know what I'm saying? And when people hear this album, bro, they gonna understand it. It's not a diss, it's a dismiss. My album is a dismiss of the bullshit. You feel me? And if I wouldn't have went through what I went through, you wouldn't understand it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't understand me. You know what I'm saying? Like, Joseph is me all the way being 1000% real and open-minded, open-hearted. You know what I'm saying? With everything that I done been through, I'm not holding back on anything. You know what I'm saying? And that just represent a whole nother side to where I went through in my life from the physical to the spiritual. That's what Joseph is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so what you hear on that album, if you're not open-minded, you might get mad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you open-minded, you gonna understand. You feel me? And you might get delivered because we all go through the same similarities. It's the same shit we all go through.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's nothing new under the sun, and we all go through the same thing, just at different times. You feel me? And we all trying to find the God that's inside of us already. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
The devil that you keep on blaming is the devil that you the devil.
Mm-hmm.
Or you the God. You feel me? So when you find out, when you realize that you either the little God or the little devil, then you'll start thinking different and moving different, bro. And that's where I'm at in my life. And Joseph brought me there, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what that's about.
Dope, dope. So with YNT Empire, right? So you got any artists, like where are you taking the brand Hot Boy Turk?
YNT Empire is more than an album. I mean, more than a record label. It's just what it is. It's an empire. So it's content creators, you know, it's film directors, it's dancers, it's models, it's just everything under one umbrella, you know what I'm saying? I say YNT Empire where visions get inspired. So if you got a vision or if you don't have a vision, when you come rock with me, you're going to have one to walk into. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm investing into. I'm investing into visions. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like a vision is something that God done already showed you. You just got to walk into it and manifest and make it happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it did for me. And just being a leader, bro. And I want to see people delivered. I want to see people living rich.
Yeah.
Like I say, rich is realizing I control happiness. Like, that's what we all in the pursuit of. You know what I'm saying? So if you have somebody that's then been through it and understand what it is and what you got to do to get there, I want other people to experience that shit. You feel me? That's just where I'm at in my life.
I'm going to tell you what I'm hearing a little bit. And I could be off the mark, right? But most real gangsters got some God in their life. They know God. You know what I mean? But just hearing you talk through this interview is reminiscent of DMX. You know what I mean?
I fuck with X.
It's reminiscent of DMX.
Yeah.
Do you think God is trying to pull you in a direction?
I know God pulling me in a direction and pulled me in a direction. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of things that I did that I don't have the same, you know what I'm saying, urge to do no more. You know, I just want to see people in a different light. You know, no matter what. What I did with my brothers is an example of what I want to see in the world. You feel me? Like a lot of people say you manifested this, that, because I never looked down, I never gave up, none of that, because it's a vision. And when God give you a vision, bro, you know your purpose, you feel me? And we all have a purpose in our life, but everybody don't know how to get to it.
Yeah.
So Moses needed an Aaron. He needed an Aaron boy to get things did. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we are all as human beings, we are all one. You know what I'm talking about? And I understand that and I know that if people realize, and when they realize that, that's when their life change. You know what I'm saying? So if I know you're a part of me, bro, why I don't want the same that I want for me, for you?
Yeah, that's right.
Everybody don't get there, but I'm there. I'm there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm there, bro, and it's the God honest truth. Like, I don't see no white, I don't see no black, I don't see none of that shit. We are human beings. You know what I'm saying? Now, I do see male and female. You feel me? And I just gonna be real about that. You know what I'm saying?
Say there's a distinction there.
Yeah. Because people try to say it's not, but nah, God, it's He made it that way for a reason.
It's everywhere in nature.
You feel me? You can't do certain things, so don't try. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to continue doing good, continue on, you know what I'm saying, manifesting good, and doing right by people, bro. And that's just why I'm at in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, I rock with that. I like what you said about you know, if you're a part of me, why would I mistreat you or not want to see good things for you? Because that's one of my deep philosophies. I feel like everybody, we are all extensions of that one creator.
Exactly.
So me knowing that you essentially are a reflection of me, even if it's for a moment. So why would I mean you harm or malice or not want to see you do well? You know, when we all originate from the same source.
Exactly.
I agree.
I mean, you is an OG now. I mean, y'all are, you know, what do they call it? You know, you're a veteran brand as Cash Money, the Hot Boys. Do you think what are your thoughts on the notion that you know, rappers can age out and be too old to rap?
I don't believe that.
Mm-hmm.
I believe like the things that you saying, you know what I'm saying? It come a time when you gonna feel it. I don't feel right even talking about this no more. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's your personal preference. It ain't for me to say, bro, you shouldn't be talking about that. You probably ain't had that spiritual awakening yet. We all trying to get back to our spiritual side that we strayed away from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the truth, bro. Like nobody can argue me about that if that ain't meant how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? We put on this earth, we go through life experiences to come to our real, true identity of who we are as human beings. You feel me? And everything that in between is something that we like the persona. You know what I'm saying? Your personality and all that, you make it to be what you make it be. But we are all who we are no matter what. And I think when people start opening up their mind and their hearts and they start seeing that, bro, you just start being different, man. I can't even explain it, bro. But you know what I'm saying? God got his calling on people at times when, you know, he call them out, whatever he call them out. But it ain't for me to judge you and say, bro, you need to stop that. Nah. You gonna know when you need to stop. Cause something gonna keep stopping you. You gonna keep running into a brick wall. Now, if you be disobedient to all these signs and symbols, then your mind not conscious. That's on you. You feel me? But I know with me, I can't keep on doing the same shit that I know I shouldn't be doing. And that's just where I'm at in my life, bro. You feel me?
Let me find out. We gonna have a Pastor Turk.
I'm ordained minister.
You are?
Yeah, I married a couple and everything, man, last year.
We'll see.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm sitting here listening and I'm like, this nigga don't know he probably gonna be a pastor in about 2 years.
See, I'm hearing like this is real fully.
I believe we all got pastor in us, bro, because like I say, we all are God.
So what made you become an ordained minister? How did that come?
One of my partners that I met out here, he was a fan. You know what I'm saying? Fan to me are friends always, never shaded. That's fans, you feel me? So he reached out, and him and his wife, and they're a white couple. You know what I'm saying? He's like, bro, I want you to marry me. I'm like, man, I can't marry you, man. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, yes, you can, man. And you got to blah, 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 blah. And he showed me what all I needed to do in order to become ordained. I went through the process. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy part, bro, I had caught coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? And whatever it was at the time. You feel me?
Yeah, I was trying to pick up on that.
Yeah.
Did you say coronavirus?
Yeah.
All right. That's what we're going to call it.
So when I did, and I'm talking about my wife, my twins, my daughter, she wasn't feeling bad. The dog, everybody. So we went to Pensacola, Florida, bro, and we were feeling bad. They got this tea, man, God's blessing tea, man, that my wife, you know, she believe in doing a lot of things, herbs and stuff like that, because she's a breast cancer survivor. And I seen her throw away the Percocets and all that and did the shit. And, bro, you look at my wife, you can't even tell she went through none of that. You know what I'm saying? But the crazy part, we took the tea and I wound up, because my throat was on fire. I never had a sore throat like this, bro. So I don't know how I'm going to tell these people and officiate they wedding, but I'm not telling them. I just stayed positive the whole time. Just walking around with the mask on my face the whole time. Everybody part of my family, they just in the room. They don't want to come spray whatever they got, whatever we got. But the couple like, nah, y'all need to come on. The bride wind up catching what I had and everything. She got a sore throat now, so I'm like, man, you getting sick. But they don't care. They happy. They adrenaline rushing because they get married. Bro, I promise you, bro, it was like it was a miracle, man. I had woke up in the middle of the night and I just started using the restroom, man. And like I shitted everything out, whatever it was, whatever the pause it was that was inside, I shitted it all out. So the next day I was feeling good, man. We did the little rehearsal and stuff, bro. And I got it's on my Instagram, bro. Like you could see, man, it was just a happy, nostalgic time.
Yeah.
I was nervous a little bit because I'm like, man, I'm really about to officiate somebody's wedding. And then there's a white couple at that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, bam. But I wound up doing it, bro. And, you know, now they expecting their baby and everything. Like God been just blessing them. That's one of my best friends now. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, like he was the reason that I became ordained, and now everybody want me to marry him all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
In my research of it, I realized I could do funerals. Yeah. I can open up a church. I could do all these things. So, and I do think a lot of people are getting ordained and not called to become ordained. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because, like I say, if I wasn't in the mindset where I'm at, like spiritually, I would have felt dirty to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I know where I'm at spiritually. I'm married, so you know what I'm saying? I got experience in it, so I felt like, yeah, I could do it. If I wasn't married, if I wasn't where I'm at spiritually, I wouldn't have felt worthy of doing it. Just being real. But
Hot Boy weddings.
That's dope. That's super dope. Man, you a breath of fresh air to talk to, bro.
Yes.
Last question, bro, and I'm gonna get you out of here. What advice would you give to young artists now that's trying to find their way? You've been through it all. You made all the mistakes. And of course, we seeing, of course, with social media kind of fueling a lot of dumb behavior. Yeah. What advice would you give them to stay out of trouble, you know, stay out of jail, quit indicting themselves, and just, you know, get on the path that you're on right now?
Yeah. Man, to be honest, bro, you got to surround yourself around people who want to see you continue going up. You know, not no jealous spirits, you know what I'm saying? Like, your circle got to become a dot. You know what I'm talking about? And even if it include you excluding family, you know what I'm saying? You have to make these spiritual decisions, man, and get connected with who you truly are in order to make these decisions. Until you do that, you're going to keep on making mistakes because you're trying to find your way. And once you get determined, you going to find a way, you know what I'm saying? You got to stay determined. What a determination is, a way will be found. You know what I'm saying? And just keep on educating yourself. Keep on getting smarter. Keep on getting knowledge because learning is earning. You know what I'm saying? And everything gonna be all right, man. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I don't judge nobody because we all have to go through the things we go through to get to who the person that we supposed to be, bro. You feel me? That's just what it is. Like, I meet people where they at. I don't look down on them. Because 9 times out of 10, bro, I done been where you at. You feel me? But if you want to make it out, you know there's a way out because look at me. I'm not going to look at you because I know what that is. I ain't coming back down there. I'm sorry. I'm staying up here, man. Right. I'm going higher, you feel me? And that's just an everyday decision that I make, you know what I'm saying? Like, I make choices of not going this way. And you have to be able to make those choices and those decisions. And that's what life is all about, just making the right move at the right time, bro. That's all. Feel me?
It's nothing more frustrating than seeing potential, seeing more in people than they see in themselves. Yeah. And when you try to meet them where they are and pull them and they don't come, it's frustrating.
Exactly.
Yeah. But nah, that's good game, bro. Well, listen, on that note, bro, anything else you want to tell your fans, bro?
Man, it's all love, man. Y'all already know, man, the Cash Money 30th anniversary tour, man. We gonna be in Memphis, you know, Lil Wayne, Louisiana Fest. Then we gonna be in OKC the next day. You know what I'm talking about? Man, we got the Locks on the tour. We got Rockefeller on the tour. We got Rough Ride on the tour. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, this just a great time to be alive because you get to see them hot boys reunite. You dig? Yeah, man. Go get that season. I like them high season it. My book, The Autothuggography of Turk, man, and Turk's World 52 Bullet documentary coming soon so y'all can see what it was and what it wasn't. It is what it is, man. I appreciate y'all, homie.
Yeah, man. We appreciate you. Hey, so that's another one for Holdin Court Podcast, man. My beautiful oldest daughter, Rachel Renee, and Turk. We appreciate you, my brother. This is home. You always welcome to come on the platform whenever you got something you want to talk about or promote or whatever. You know, we usually on the West Coast, but you know, when you in LA, man, tap in with us.
All love. Appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, and that's another one for us. Salute.